Hey everybody, it's Charm93. Today is the 8th of October, Friday. Yay, Friday! And it's a 3-day weekend too, so that's good. Looking forward to that, I think. My surgery date is scheduled for the 18th of this month, so I have 10 more days to go till surgery date. I started on my 2-week liquid diet, and I think what I'm going to do is I just have a couple things to talk about, so I'm going to probably make 2 videos. So in this one, I'm going to just give you an update on where I am and what I've been doing. Last Friday I had my first initial visit with the surgeon. So I went in, which I think went okay. I went in and had a physical exam and answered like a bazillion questions, and I kind of got a surprise. I just hadn't thought. I mean, I'm 41, coming up on 42. I've never been able to get pregnant, and so we adopted the son that we have, and which was fabulous. But I had kind of put getting pregnant kind of out of my mind. I just figured it wasn't in the cards. It just wasn't going to happen. So I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, so I kind of just figured it wasn't going to happen. And with me being the age I am, I just kind of forgot about it. So when I was at the doctor's office on Friday, he kind of surprised me because he looked at me kind of strange and he says, "You have babies?" And I said, "No, not that I've given birth to. I have one that I adopted." And he goes, "You weren't able to get pregnant?" And I said, "No." And he says, "Well, do you want to get pregnant?" And I was like, not now. Oh no. Not really. It just kind of shocked me. And he goes, "Well," he says, "you drop a significant amount of weight," and he goes, "You'll probably be able to get pregnant." He goes, "So," I said, "Well, I'm 41." He goes, "Oh no," he goes, "You still have time." He goes, "You still have time." And I guess it just surprised me. I just guess I hadn't thought about it. I put it out of my head. It wasn't really a possibility anymore. And I don't know. So now it's like I have to kind of think about that. He said, to take some precautions because, yeah, I don't want to get pregnant right now. It would kind of mess up my surgery, obviously, which I mean, there's no way that's going to happen before the 18th, but I don't want it to mess up, what I'm trying to do. But, he said that they had a couple of surprises, which I don't know, I just hadn't thought about it. So I guess I'm trying to wrap my mind back around the idea of pregnancy being a possibility. It's something to think about, I guess. So I guess I haven't totally ruled it out. But anyway, that was the thing that kind of shocked me or took me aback a little bit about that appointment. But while I was there, I got like 3 pages worth of blood tests that I had to go do, and I had to do a EKG, and at the time they told me I had to go in for a sonogram of my gallbladder. I had never heard anybody on here talk about that, so I didn't know what that was for exactly. So I took all my paperwork, and this was it was a Friday, so I took all my stuff, and they have a clinic here that's open on the weekends. My regular primary care physician doesn't do blood tests and all that on the weekends, but this other place does. So, and I was able to go there because it was in network for my insurance. So I went over there, and I swear, she took a ton of blood and left a huge, I don't know if you can, my camera's backwards, but big ol' bruise And I knew it was going to bruise when she was doing it because I could feel the needle kind of wiggling around a little bit. Which, like I said, she took a bunch of blood because there was like a ton of tests that had to be run. I couldn't believe how many were on that list. So I got that done, and I got the EKG done, and I have to go back to the doctor's on the 14th. I have to go in and check in at the hospital and register, do pre-admitting or whatever it is they have me do. And then I have to go to my surgeon's office again for I guess a class where, they tell you everything that could possibly go wrong and, that you could die. Which I know, I'm not making a joke of that, but I know it's a possibility, but I'm just really I'm not going to think about that because it's just not going to happen. But I have to go listen to the little thing, and then I have to meet with my surgeon again. And then I'll be good to go on the 18th. So, that's where I was until today, when I got a call from the surgeon's office, and apparently when I went in for the EKG, my heartbeat came back as slightly irregular. And she said that, which I already knew, like 15 years ago when I was trying to get pregnant, my blood pressure had elevated for some reason, which it had always run really low, but for some point, at that point in time, my blood pressure was elevated, and I was getting a slightly irregular heartbeat. So it would be like, my heart would like anticipate the next beat by just, a little bit. It would just be like a catch, and I can feel it. I mean, I've always known, I've had it. I just didn't know what it really was. So, I mean, I know I have an irregular heartbeat, and they put me on medication at the time to control the blood pressure, and the medication they put me on actually slows my heart rate slightly. So, and that was supposed to help with the irregular problem. Excuse me, I'm trying not to sneeze really bad. And so I have to go see a cardiologist on the 14th too. So physician's appointment, or my surgeon's appointment, is like at 10 o'clock. Then I have to like totally hang around until like 10 after 3 to go to this cardiologist thing. And they said they would look at the heart rate again, and if I needed to, give me a stress test, which they said it probably wasn't anything to worry about, and especially since they knew I was aware that I already had an irregular heartbeat, but they just wanted to cover all their bases and make sure everything was okay before the surgery. So I have to go do that. So that's where I am right now. So as far as I know, I just have to go to these appointments on the 14th, and then the surgery will be on the 18th. So I've been doing my liquid diet, and that's what I was going to talk about in my second video, but I wanted to get this one made because I've made a couple videos and this week, and they just have not uploaded, and so I've kind of gotten frustrated. But I work in a separate school district than my son goes to, so I was out early today and he wasn't. So the house is nice and quiet, so I figured, you know what, I'll just try to get these videos made and posted while he's still at school. So I'm going to end this one here, and I hope everybody is having a great week and is going to have a great weekend, and I'll be back on here in a few minutes to do the second video about the liquid diet, because I know I said I was going to post things and I just haven't been able to. So, okay, bye for now.